Welcome everyone to the team call tonight. What is it? Tuesday, November 30th. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's December. We are really excited to have some test group participants from Job 1 tonight. Megan, do you want to do like any housekeeping things? Nah? Okay. All right. We'll just jump right in.
Yeah, let's jump in.
Okay, so if you guys are not familiar yet, Job 1 is our newest program. It is launching this Thursday for preferred customers and coaches. It is 4 weeks long, 5 workouts per week, 20 minutes per workout. Did I say that? 4 weeks, 5 workouts per week, 20 minutes per workout. It is amazing. I was lucky enough to be part of the test group, and so was Anna and oh my God, why am I blank? Kelsey, sorry, Kelsey. We've been talking all day. And we are excited to share what our experiences were. So basically, just to give you guys a little bit of a rundown, I said that I would start a little bit first. And what I wanted to talk about is sort of A, my experience, but B, how to launch it. And first off, I can't say enough about this program. It is going to be such a game changer in the way that we help people to prioritize themselves and find time to make for their health and fitness. And, you know, I'm a huge fan of the shorter programs. I love to set up my customers for success. And I feel like you do that with smaller wins, right? And this program is just amazing. The 20 minutes fly by. They're super, I feel like anyone can do them. She gives you modifications. You know, I've told people just pause it if you need to, and you still can be done in under 30 minutes, even if you pause multiple times. It just moves so fast. And I love the format of the workouts. I feel like they're challenging, but not like T20, you know, like I compare it to that just because that was a 20-minute program. And I feel like it was so intense sometimes. This one is just freaking perfect. So if you have not talked to your customers or coaches, your team about Job 1, I think sometimes what can happen with launches is people get worried that they've missed it. And something, I know we were talking about this in Morning Mimosas with Megan last week, but you can launch this for as long as you want to launch it. So feel free to jump in now. If you've never talked to your stories or never posted about it, first of all, try the sample workout. That's what it's there for. Try the sample workout and then make a post about it. Talk in your stories about it. Talk about this program. And, you know, every program that we share with other people is a gift that we're providing to them. And I can't think of a better way to, especially in the holidays and giving time, this is time that we can share this with people that need this. 20 minutes for a workout 5 days a week is something that anybody can do. Anybody can do, especially the people that are watching your stories every day. I bet you they're watching so many other people's stories, and that totals 20 minutes right there. So don't feel like you've missed on the launch. Keep talking about it, try the workout, and, you know, just keep inviting people to this opportunity, because that's exactly what this is. If you haven't watched the National Wake Up Call, she talked about that on Monday. And I really loved that National Wake Up Call because it was different. If you sat on her call that she did for our team, what was that, 2 weeks ago? I think that was 2 weeks ago. I didn't connect to her as much as I did in the National Wake Up Call. I felt like she shared more about who she was and her story, and it was a little bit more relatable than that call if you were on that. So definitely look to that. And I think it's helpful to know her background, her kids, you know, and how she's developed this and how she's, you know, grown to be a trainer. So anyways, I'm going to shut up. What's so amazing. So Kelsey got incredible results, right? 10 pounds, how many inches?
It was 10.5 pounds and 14 inches. And actually just this last week, I'm down another pound and another 1.25 inches.
Wow. And what nutrition program are you following?
To be honest, I'm just following Portion Fix, but I'm prioritizing protein because that's Jennifer Jacobs' approach. She says to prioritize protein. And so it's kind of like a carb cycle more so what I'm doing, but like not really. It's just more so ensuring that I'm maybe choosing protein over some other snacks. So that was just really, I'm just following Portion Fix is all. And I'm a plan A. It doesn't matter what I do. I'm not a B or a C as much as I would like to continue to eat more, but I'm definitely not feeling hungry or feeling like I'm restricting myself of anything. So in the evenings, like some of my favorite things is just like Greek yogurt and some peanut butter or peanut butter on an apple or something to feel like I'm having a treat after supper. And that's kind of been my go-to for that. So yeah. Do you want me to carry on or?
Yeah, go ahead. Please go.
Okay. So I love this program. It's actually probably my favorite to date. And a little bit about my background. I am a full-time educator. I solo parent the majority of the week. I have 2 little ones and I live out of town. So I'm like a 30-minute commute to my place of work every day. And my kids are in multiple different activities, so on and so forth. So the days are very, very long. And so my day starts by about 5 a.m., just before 5 a.m. every morning. And so doing a program like Live 4, which what I was doing prior to starting the Job 1, because Megan talks a lot about Live 4 and I had never done it before. So that was kind of, I was working through that for about a month prior to Job 1 and I was loving it. But in the morning, I always felt so rushed. And it was like hot mess mama, like racing downstairs in my pajamas, like my big old nightie and just a complete mess to try and fit in my 40 minutes so I can then shower, get professional looking, get my kids up out of bed, race to school so I could get to work, so on and so forth. And so now I have like this whole beautiful routine in the morning where I like get up, I take my Energize, I then do something with my hair, I actually put on real clothes, and then I come downstairs and I feel like I'm actually ready for my job, which is me, right? Like, and that's a thing. Prior to Job 1, I don't know if Anna or Melissa was on the stretch call, kind of our last hoorah that she had. And I like broke down in tears when I started talking, and I'm a very strong person, but it just kind of hit me. So kind of July, August, September, October, mentally, I was in a very, very, very terrible place. I was really struggling. I did put on weight. I was working out every day, but I wasn't getting any results. I was feeling very lost, very, very ill-motivated. And getting into just 20 minutes for me and knowing it was only 20 minutes. So I wasn't super stressed about, oh my gosh, I need 40, 45 minutes to an hour. Because let's be honest, a 40-minute program, by the time you get into it, if you have to pause it for a second here, or your kids need you, so you have to pause it because you need a break, before you know it, that 40 minutes is closer to that hour. Whereas honestly, JJ is no nonsense. You're in and out in honestly 20 minutes. Like the workout is, I don't even think it's 20 full minutes. It's under that. And it is just, yeah, it's amazing. I love how she's very black and white. She calls it how it is. She was even kind of like, I don't know how to say it, and I don't want to put words in her mouth by any means, but when it comes to like Portion Fix or the amount of activity and how you need like that 30 minutes to be classified that you're actually working out according to Autumn, she like was like, that doesn't make sense to me. Basically, it's kind of BS. So I don't know if there's going to be any of this, but anyway, she doesn't really believe in that. And she does believe in taking care of yourself. And if you can give your 20 minutes, give your 20 minutes. And honestly, my results have been more than any other program that I've done. And I think it's because you don't have time to just not be on top of your game for those 20 minutes. And if you push yourself to the max for those 20 minutes, then you're just done and you move on. And all of a sudden you have literally your entire day ahead of you to tackle everything that it is that you need. I was writing down some notes of things that I might want to talk about. I think I pretty much touched on most of like my personal experience. For me, it's been like a mental, emotional, full on shift. And I do use the word or the term game changer. And I honestly wish I had something better to say than game changer, but it has altered my life in the best possible way. And I've been, I actually started it over. So I'm in the middle now of week 2, round 2. And like I say, this is a program that I'm going to continue to do. This is going to be my first real official launch as a coach. I have been coaching since, I want to say I signed up the very end of April, early May. But I've never actually launched a program because I honestly really wasn't sure how that worked. But having the opportunity as a success starter, thinking that this was something that I would actually never do. Let's be honest. I got into coaching, hoping for the best. I was like, hey, you know, better deal on products. I love watching Megan on social media. I would like to maybe be her friend and get to know her a little bit, and see what this is all about. I've been doing Beachbody since 2007 and never really committed to myself in that way. And so like I say, I didn't really know, and I still don't know how all of the ranks and stuff work. I've been researching it. I'm like the worst coach ever. But anyways, it's been working because I am very passionate about it. And I love helping people. I love being there for people. And it might be, I guess, the educator in me too. It's just being there for people. And that's what Job One has done for me too, though, is I'm always there for other people. I always have the best advice for other people. I'm always their cheerleader, but it's like, hey, you know, you're forgetting about yourself. And so this 20 minutes for me has been absolutely everything that I can possibly imagine. So I'm excited to continue to share my story. Megan actually shared my results on social media for me today, which was really, really great. So I really appreciate that. And I'm going to continue to share. And that was big for me too. She asked, she's like, can I share your pictures? I'm like, oh, I'm the girl that you won't see in a bathing suit out. So for me, that was really, really big. And I'm kind of like doing this a little bit, but I did reshare her story, and I will continue to put myself out there because I did say to Megan when I first signed up that this was a growing experience for me. I need more confidence in who I am as a person. And I feel like putting myself out there, putting my story out there will help me do that. And Job One it really has changed a lot about me, the way I feel, my confidence level. And I can't wait to launch it and pray that I have people that, you know, want to journey with me because, like you had said, Melissa, it is a game changer. It's a no nonsense approach. And you cannot possibly say you do not have 20 minutes in your day to think about yourself, and 20 minutes only 5 days a week. You have 7 days to figure out whatever schedule is going to work for you to get it done. And yeah, it's incredible. Does anybody have any questions for me? I feel like I was just rambling a lot.
No, I think you did amazing. And what I want to say too is that what's so freaking cool about this, and I think the test group opportunity for success starters is just incredible. And for new coaches to come in and crush it and earn a spot in a test group is so cool. And I just want to applaud you guys. I wish that I had rocked my business from the beginning, but you guys have, and I think that that's the coolest. And I love that the two of you have such different stories. Like, you know, Anna, and she's going to talk, which was what I was going to say in the beginning, is she was 9 months pregnant doing this program. Like, I can't even tell you how many pregnant people I talk to that are just like, oh, I'm pregnant. I'll talk to you when I'm done being pregnant. And I'm like, wait, Anna's like nine months pregnant, like doing this program. Like, it's just so incredible. And I don't know, I love your stories. So, and if you guys have questions for Kelsey, throw them in the chat or unmute yourself. I promised them this would be super cash.
How do you plan to like tackle the launch as far as inviting goes? Not necessarily like from the perspective of you were in the test group, but just like as a coach in general.
Is that to me, Megan? Sorry.
Like what's your plan of attack for the launch as far as inviting goes? Like, have you thought about that? I mean, it's not a trick question because I think most of us are kind of trying to figure it out. So I'm just trying to pick everybody's brain, honestly, for me too.
Yeah, no, for me, because I was part of it, I feel like I kind of like have a whole different ground to stand on because I have been sharing my experience over the last 5.5 weeks. So for me, it's just people that have been really engaging in my stories. And this is all really new to me. Like, I'm trying to grow a following. I'm trying to be somebody who's more out there as a social media person. But really, honestly, for me right now, it's people that I know or I have played sports with in the past or went to school with, so on and so forth. And actually sharing my journey, I have reconnected with so many people that have kind of been lost in my life. So my plan right now is I'm just private messaging all of those people that I can see who have been following my stories, keeping it really intimate and just talking about my experience and what it has done for me. But if other people have really great ideas, I'm totally open to hearing them as well, because like I say, I'm still in the learning stage myself. So
No, I think that's great. I mean, that's how I run my business now, is the good old like personal message invite. Cause like I think Facebook groups and stuff do okay sometimes, but I know that personal inviting works. And so I just kind of wanted to hear what your approach was going to be. Cause you were someone like right out of the gate that was like, hey, I have a challenge group. It's going to start on this date and I'm going to go like invite people to it, y'all. And on our on our new coach get started call, I didn't even like have to say anything. She was just like, she logged on, she was like, okay, so I started a group, I'm going to invite this list of people. Okay. And I'm like, okay. Like that's exactly what you do every month. So I don't know, I guess maybe the question, I don't mean to take up so much time, is for all of us that were not in the test group, how would like, I guess what would be like your opening like hype
You-
line of
What
an
what
invite?
I do is I invite to try the sample.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So what I've been doing since the sample dropped is just inviting to try the sample, and then I just keep a list of those people. Today I went through that list of people and sent them all like a message with a Google Doc if they want to sign up
Yeah,
for
I like
Thursday.
that. Okay, let's.
It's also helpful for newer coaches, I feel like, because you're not inviting to a challenge group yet. You're just inviting to a free sample workout, so it sort of takes that pressure off.
For sure. That little document I created and posted in the team page. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I put the sample
Beautiful.
workout in there as well.
yeah, no, that's really great information. Really, really great. So thank you for that, Megan.
You're welcome. Thanks
Well,
for sharing.
let's let Anna go, because I don't know what's going on with all those newborn and all the children. So hit it, Anna. Tell us how you felt about the program.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say sorry, I'm looking like a hot mess. My my husband, he was gonna come home and take care of the kids, and I was like, oh, I'll put makeup on and I'll do all this, and I'm like, life happened. He came home and it was like he had like 100.8 fever and not feeling good and all that. So I'm like, go upstairs, I'll handle everything, I'll take care of all 4 kids and put them to bed and run between rooms and whatever. So I'm a dental hygienist. Now I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've got a 11-day-old, 2-year-old, 5-year-old, and 7-year-old. They're all girls. I started Beachbody in March of last year, and I linked with Gabby because someone that one of my best friends, actually, she knew of Gabby in the small hometown and was like, hey, there's this girl who does workout programs. And I was like, well, I wonder if it's Beachbody. So I kind of just like emailed her and I was like, hey, you want to be my coach? Cause I'm not really talking. And she was like, yeah. So that's how me and Gabby kind of got connected. So it was really cool. And Gabby's been very supportive the whole time, obviously. I started doing the coaching in December. And started doing some, using some products that I really liked. And then I got the Success Starter to be a part of the group. And that was super exciting because I was like, wow, this is actually like something that not everyone gets to do. And I was like, oh my gosh. And it felt really cool, like talking to people about it, because they were like, Beachbody, like they like contacted you, like you're actually able to be like a part of that. And I'm like, I know, right? Like it's awesome. So that's really something that's awesome about the Success Starter. And then Gabby's probably laughing at me like, she's such a dork. So about this, having multiple kids, like y'all probably know, obviously, like, when you're a mom or even when you're not a mom and you just like life happens and it's just like, you're not taking care of yourself or, emotionally or physically or however it is that hits you, how life hits you. It's, like for me, it was like after I had my third kid, that was like the hardest time for me to get back to myself, I guess. Like I didn't go through any like um postpartum depression or anything like that, but it was like I just felt like emotionally and like physically, I don't know what happened. Like I just let go. I just like started, I think I even gained more weight than I had before. So for me, like that's when I had started doing Beachbody, because at some point it was just like I was picking up my 2-year-old and I was like, I feel so exhausted. Like even picking up my kid out of bed, I was like, I can't do this. Like how long, when is this going to change? You know? And I was like, how long can I keep going like this? So the difference in the pregnancy that I feel like it's been, I feel like it's helped me to keep going. Obviously, I feel like I've been a lot stronger. I don't feel weak. Like I'm not just like walking around and being like, oh, like poor pitiful me, I'm pregnant now and like I can't do X, Y, Z. It's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go grab that and I'm gonna go do this and just handle things. You know, I feel like. So I was able to do like the 9-week control freak and all these other programs, but with the job one, I felt like you really didn't have much that like being pregnant that there was that you had to modify. I felt like there was probably like one workout maybe that I felt like, okay, I'm having to modify more. And it was probably like more of that core day or whatever. And that was more of like laying on your back and stuff like that. But then there was times where, you know, like I could modify it the way that she was doing it, or if it was something that I had to modify even more, then I could figure out in my head because of the other workouts that I've done, then I could say, okay, well, it's going to work this muscle group, and I can figure out how to a way to work the same muscles, you know, a different way, like standing up. So that was really cool. A way that I felt like coming across with this program that would be awesome. I feel like there's just no excuses. There's no excuses that someone can come and say, well, I don't have time. Like it's 20 minutes long. Like that's just insane. Like, and there's no reason to, like Kelsey said, like the Lift 4, it's like the 40-minute program. And so I'm kind of laughing because I like have a 11-day-old and I just started Lift 4 like 2 days ago. And my friend was like, do you have medical clearance for that? I'm like, they said I don't need to pick up anything higher than 40 pounds. So, but anyways, but I mean, I feel great. So like, and I'm not doing anything like crazy, you know, like, and I know I can modify whatever, you know, I need to. So, but as far as the job one, like I said, no excuses, all level of fitness. I feel like you can modify everything if you need to, just like she tells you to. There's no reason to not do it. It's just really exciting. And I think she does a great job. Like in the, I'm trying to think about what it's called, the BOD group. I never, sorry, I'm like going crazy here. The BOD group, like it was cool when she did like the videos. I don't know about you, Kelsey, but it was like she was going live and I was like, oh, cool. Like, so you can click on that and like, you know, listen to what she has to say and all. That was really neat. But I don't know, what questions do y'all have for me? Like I'm ranting now. I'm like,
One thing I do want to add to that, Anna, like you talked about being pregnant, being able to do this workout, and she's all about functional training. So it's never putting your body into a position that is not natural for it. And she's really big on that. And she kind of picked on curtsy lunges and like overhead flies as you're doing your curtsy lunge. And she's like, when in your life are you ever possibly going to do that kind of movement? She's like, it's not natural. That is where you're going to get more injury and you're prone to more mistakes or hurting yourself. Whereas everything that she does is, like I say, a no nonsense approach. It is functional training. So with Anna being literally ready to have a baby any second, being able to do that, it's real life, you know, and you can modify, of course. I actually had a really badly sprained foot for the first 3 of my 4 weeks doing it. And I use sliders instead of jumping if we were down into like a mountain climber or things like that. Like there's so many ways around just making it work. That I just love. I do love the idea of the functional, because, you know, I can target older clients too, right? You know, people that are worried about their knees or their backs or their hips. And, you know, you don't have to jump. There's always a modification for it. And, you know, you're not going to get down into a crazy curtsy lunge with weight above your head, because that's not practical for a human body. So sorry, Anna, I didn't want to cut you off, but I just wanted to add to your story.
No, you're fine. And that's a great point, because I was just thinking when we were doing that workouts though, like, you know, there are other programs that you think like, man, what the heck am I doing? Like, how am I supposed to do this move? And it's like, you have to literally go to whatever video it is and like watch it 10 times before you're like, okay, I think I can finally do this now. Or by the end of the workout program, you're like, oh, I got that now, you know, and you're like, well, dang. But it is like, they're just simple moves and it's not anything confusing. Anybody would be able to get it, you know?
Yes, Megan, I would definitely say that all of the workouts are pretty much total body. There are 2 cardio workouts through the week and then 3 strength training workouts. And she likes to target multiple muscle groups. She's not she always say, I don't want to just lie here and train my chest. You know, she wants to do chest plus this, plus this, plus this. And so every strength training workout, you are definitely getting multiple areas of development and training. And then of course your 2 kick the rear end cardio days.
And I think something that someone, I think I had a conversation with someone who tried the sample that brought this to my attention, but it's totally true, is when you're doing the workouts with her, she sounds tired too. Like she sounds out of breath too. It doesn't make you feel like, you know, when I hate to like go back to Autumn, but you know, Autumn's like, well, I'm only dying because I did this 5 times today, you know, and you're like, oh, okay. And you feel defeated. Like you feel like
Right.
with her, she's like in the same boat as you. And that always makes you feel better.
Yeah, and she actually talked quite a bit about that, Melissa. She, you know, the jambone, where she was talking about as she was filming, all of a sudden, you know, her pants are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and they were actually like tying her into her pants. And she demonstrated on some like live kind of feeds through the bod group, is that, you know, before she couldn't do this move and it was like one of her core moves, and she's like, now I can do it. And she was just so real about it, and which is why she didn't want to have a cast too, you know, she just wanted to be, hey, this is me and you, we're here together, we're working together. And because she's like, I don't want to focus on everybody else, like I want to focus on what I'm doing so I can be that motivator for you as well and talk you through it, rather than talking millions, well, not millions, like 5 to 10 different people through what's going on and distracting you, the person on the other end of the screen, of what's going on. Because she's like, if all of a sudden I'm talking about so-and-so over here, what's going to happen? You're going to lift your head up, you're going to look at the screen, and then you're not going to be focused on what it is that you're doing. So I really actually quite like that too, because I know many people were asking about a cast, and she's like, oh, I had to fight for it, but this is why. And I love how she's just so bold. She's honestly come in here like a wrecking ball, and she's like, nope, this is my program. This is what I'm going to do. And this is how I'm going to have it. And, you know, as a newbie into it, she's just like, well, it is what it is, you know? So I appreciate that. She's so full of fire and so full of confidence. And yeah, it's just really refreshing.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Does anyone have any other questions? I was trying to look in the chat. Well, if there's nothing else, thank you so much, Anna and Kelsey. You guys did so well. I'm so proud of you.
You're welcome. Sorry.
And I can't wait for everyone to experience this. So get out there, try the sample if you haven't, and start sharing. Anything else, Megan?
I don't think so. I know a couple of, thank you guys so much for sharing. How lucky are we to have 3 people in the Job One test group leading us right into the incredible launch, December 2nd, right? That's the coach launch. And then, so December 2nd, coaching PCs, December 16th is customers. And I thought next week, I know in our Elite Premier thread and also Morning Mimosas, we were talking about last week, doing a call kind of centered around our vision boards, what our vision is for next year. And we want to do that before the new year, because if you're going to paint a vision, you should do it around the time of a launch, because you can literally launch your business and with this program into 2022, getting, start getting what you want out of your vision board and, what you want out of 2022. So, so let's plan for that next week. And by me saying that, I wanted y'all to just kind of prepare and start thinking about things like specifics, like where you want to be financially, not just by the end of next year, but like Q1, Q2, 3, and 4, rank goals, volume goals, very, very specific business goals. And then also like the big picture stuff, like what family vacation are you wanting to take? And maybe you do want to buy that new car. Where do you want to level up in other areas of your life? Like all that, just start thinking about all that, because I want to do that together as a team around the time of the launch. We talked about doing that next week, right? Am I making that up? Okay. Because, in order to make those things happen, we have to move our business forward. And the way to move your business forward is with a launch, and especially a December launch. And, if you're sitting there like worried or scared, you got this like fear kind of taking over you, you just got to get past that, because I have done really great launches. And I've also sat back and said like, oh, like I'll just skip this one. And you don't want to skip one. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Dive in, plug in. It doesn't matter if you're lost, you don't know anything, you don't know anything about job one, you will learn it along the way, I promise. Like link up with people, lean into your team, run challenge groups together. Just like the team page, you guys, is for everyone to say, hey, I want to run a challenge group. I don't want to do it by myself. Who's in? Like easy peasy, just like that. Like I sucked at team calls. And so Melissa, I didn't even ask Melissa. She's like, look, I know you suck at team calls. I'm going to take over. But I was like, thank you. This is why we have a team, So we're all here for each other. Like just lean in, plug in, and just go after this launch. Don't be afraid. That's all I wanted to say.
And I just wrote it in the chat, but not every program is for everybody. So even if you feel like this isn't for me, I don't like her, I don't like this, I don't like quick workouts, I don't know who that's for, but there's somebody out there who needs this. You have to share it with them. You don't know what other people are struggling with, Give this to them.
Yeah. Also too, sorry, Megan.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I just, I saw Carl, he had posted just recently on social media. I don't know if any of you saw it. For any new coaches who have never sold a challenge pack, he's doing like a giveaway. I don't know if it's like weekly. I didn't really listen completely. So go and check that out. And so that might be something, an incentive for some new coaches. Listen to me talk like I actually have a team of coaches. I don't, but anyways, yeah, he was saying, I want to say like $100 or some kind of gift or something like that, that he would be giving away to those new coaches who sell a Job One challenge pack as their very first total body solution. So I just wanted to add
that.
Incentives anyways.
Yay. Well, thank you guys so much. I will post the recording ASAP. Have a great night. Oh, we need a picture. Don't leave. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. That was frightening. Ready, guys? Oh no. Hang on. What a slacker. Okay, one, we're gonna do a boomerang. So just shake or move or do something. One, oh, turn all your cameras on, guys. All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, that wasn't a boomerang. Oh my God, wait. Okay, go. Oh, that's great. Okay. All right, guys, love you all.